What's up everybody, I'm the Nerf modding nerd and this is Nerf News episode 72. So I literally just recorded this entire clip, which turned out to be about 13 minutes long, and I tried to edit it and I realized that I had recorded it with the wrong microphone, so my voice sounded a bit like this. It was horrible trying to edit it, so let's just jump into this real quick. I'm gonna record it again and hopefully this turns out well. So starting off, we have prices for the new 2020 blasters. Now, one thing to note before we start here, these prices are in Canadian, so you can find the Canadian prices here, but I'll be giving the approximate translation value in United States dollars, so just keep in mind that these won't be the prices exactly that they will be selling for in the US, but they're going to be approximately what they're selling for because it doesn't directly translate what Hasbro sells it for, but we will see. Starting off, the Ultra 6, which is going to be hopefully a full auto mag fed blaster, though we're not sure about that. That's just what this is saying, as this is going to be $40. And the reason we think it might be full auto and mag fed is because this is a hefty price tag. I believe it's more than any of the other Ultra blasters except for the Ultra 1, but it's a pretty hefty price tag, and hopefully it'll be something cool, even though it's Ultra and I hate Ultra. Next up, the Halo Chameleon, which is going to be about $20. So the Chameleon is not going to be an MA40 or micro shots, which is what it was thought previously, but maybe another full-size blaster is what they're saying. So $20 is actually more like the strong arm or disruptor price point. So I'm thinking that this is actually going to be more like a pistol, like the strong arm or this disruptor, as this is a little bit more. Maybe it'll be a little bit more substantial, maybe something more like a Stryfe, but I don't think it's going to be another full auto blaster such as the Halo blaster that we got in the fall of last year, 2019. After that, we have the Hyper Mask Assorted. So this is interesting. So we don't actually know what the Hyper series is yet, but I'm guessing it's going to be something more like Airsoft, or at least that size ammo, though we'll see. So the Mask Assorted is probably going to be a multi-pack of masks, and this will be selling for $20, and again, these will all be releasing in the fall of 2020. After that, we have the Hyper Refill Canister 100, which is going to be selling for about $18 United States. So 100 rounds for $18 is actually a pretty good deal if these were darts or rival rounds or something. As darts, I believe it's 75 darts for almost $30 if you go to Target or something and get Nerf brand darts. So these are actually Nerf brand rounds for around $18 for 100. After that, the Hyper Refill Canister 50. This is going to be selling for about $10, so this is just half the size of the 100, so this is going to be a little bit more expensive per round than the 100 pack. So the 100 pack comes out to about 18 cents per round, and then the 50 pack comes out to about 20 cents per round, so this isn't that big of a difference, but it is a little bit of difference, and it causes this to be about $10 for the 50 rounds, and this to be 18 for 100. But again, this is in Canadian right here. I'm just translating it to its near exact value in United States dollars, so the prices are likely to change a little bit. Next up, we have the Hyper Slam 60. So this is going to be a blaster with a 60 round capacity, selling for about $40 in the fall of 2020. So they're saying this seems pump action and maybe a hopper, which I think would be pretty cool, as I don't believe we have any pump action hopper fed blasters in the Nerf brand itself. I know there's some off brand ones, but I don't think there's any Nerf ones. So this thing looks pretty cool, and I'm excited for it and the rest of the Hyper line. And lastly, before we move on to Elite 2.0, we have the Hyper Boost Refill Pack, which is going to be selling for about $5. So we're not 100% sure what this is. They're thinking that it's a small ammo pack, which seems likely for $5, but I'm hoping it's something more like a magazine for a magazine-fed blaster. But at the $5 price point, this seems a little bit unlikely for it to be mag-fed, as Nerf generally makes their magazines about $20 for the dart blasters, so you can get an 18 round stick mag for $20, and that includes the darts. So I don't think for $5 we're going to be getting an entire magazine, so a small ammo pack sounds likely. So starting off, the Elite 2.0 Commando RC6, which is going to be selling for about $15, so this is the exact same price as the Disruptor and the Strong Arm, and given that this is an RC6, which is a rotating cylinder 6, I believe this is going to be pretty much a Strong Arm or a Disruptor in the new Elite 2.0 series. After that, we have the Elite 2.0 Shockwave RD15, which is going to be selling for about $25, and RD15 is a rotating drum with 15 rounds in it, which I believe is very similar to the Surgefire. So as they're saying here, I think this may be just like a new Surgefire. The Surgefire wasn't a great blaster to begin with, just due to the fact that it didn't fire like half the rounds that you actually had it fire, but hopefully with the new Elite 2.0 version, if that's what this is, they're going to actually fix that. After that, we have the Elite 2.0 Echo CS10, which is going to be selling for about $25. So they're pointing out that this is the same price point as the Delta Trooper, which it may well be a new Delta Trooper, but I'm hoping for more of a new Alpha Trooper because I believe the Alpha Trooper is a superior blaster in most situations to the Delta Trooper, and the Delta Trooper doesn't really need to exist because the Retaliator worked just fine with a few minor modifications, and the Delta Trooper just brings more problems than it solves. I know that's a little bit harsh, but that's just my opinion. You can have your own opinion. If you like the Delta Trooper, great. I think the Delta Trooper looks cool, but I don't think it's really necessary addition to the Elite series, so hopefully this is going to be more of an Alpha Trooper blaster, but we will see. After that, we have the Elite 2.0 Volt SD1, which is going to be selling for about $10, which is similar to the Fire Strike, so I'm hoping that this is going to be a new Fire Strike. I don't personally use the Fire Strike, but some people do, so hopefully that's what this will be. After that, we have the Elite 2.0 Trio TD3, which is going to be selling for about $7, which is the same as the Triad, so I believe this is going to be just a new Elite 2.0 version of the Triad. And lastly, for the Elite 2.0 line, the one that I'm really interested in, the Phoenix CS6, which is going to be selling for about $25. So CS6 means Clip System 6, so it's going to have magazines, and it is also going to come with a 6-round magazine, which is what every single Stryfe has come with, and I'll put up pictures right now. The blue Stryfe, the orange Stryfe, the modulus Stryfe, and the battle camo Stryfe. I guess that one hasn't come with a 6-round magazine, that's come with a 10-round banana mag, but the other 3 have. And one thing that's been common there is they've been getting more and more expensive. So the first 2 Stryfes retail for $20, and then the modulus Stryfe was $30. Okay, still fair. You're getting some random attachments, but whatever. And then the battle camo Stryfe is now selling for $40, which is a little bit too much for me. I don't personally think that price point is good for the Stryfe, so hopefully we're going to be getting a new Stryfe with $25 or $30 price tag, with no or a few attachments, because I really want to see the Stryfe back for less than $40. And lastly, for this article here, we have the Fortnite rocket refill, which is going to be 4 rockets for about $10. So this is great because Demolisher rockets, which are the same as the Fortnite rockets, I don't believe have been readily available except for by buying a brand new Demolisher or a brand new Fortnite blaster for any reasonable amount of money. So I'm glad to see these getting back on shelves again, as it means that the Demolisher rockets will be available for a cheaper price, even if they are in the wacky Fortnite paint scheme. That's not the end of the world. At least we are getting Fortnite / Demolisher rockets back on the shelves again. And lastly for today, we have some new Nerf Percys flywheels, which are injection molded and made out of Delrin, and these are going to be available at the Etsy store in the description below for $30.84 plus shipping. So these are coming from Germany, so shipping can be a little bit expensive, around $10 to my location, but that is understandable given that they are coming from Germany. These are going to be around the same crush as the regular Percys flywheels, but they are going to wobble less, meaning that they will be a lot quieter than the regular Percys flywheels and have a little bit of an FPS boost, but not much there. So there isn't really any noticeable difference. So that's really it for this episode of Nerf News. If you enjoyed, please like, share, and subscribe for weekly Nerf news, mods, reviews, and more. I'm the Nerf Modding Nerd, and I'll see you next time.